We're given a terrific XRP and Ripple update for you nowadays, men. Yes, I am again, just definitely fast. Oh, about a week and a half ago, my spouse got a really awful flu, and I started out looking after her as husbands ought to do. And then I got clearly ill, and then I needed to journey to California to pay my mum, my mother, and my own family for Christmas. And I ended up spending 4 of these days, 4 out of the 6 of these days within the clinic. And I'm coming back. I miss all of you. I wanted to make some content material, however, simply know that I am no longer, not even close to 100% right now. So I'm going to do my very quality to offer you this information, and I hope you appreciate it. All right, permits go. So Eleanor Torres stated, hey guy, or she says, oh, hi there, CNN is following my reporting. So the purpose, I thought this was vital, guys, and that is like no longer groundbreaking news is, I recognize you don't like CNN. People don't like MSNBC. Some humans don't like Fox News. I do not need legacy media anymore. However, a variety of older people do. And older human beings, they have money. And after they see this reporting, this does make me experience like we are heading to an area wherein while ETFs do come out, a whole lot of money is going to begin pouring into them. So big shout out to Eleanor Tar for all her hard paintings. She's one of the right humans on this space. And you realize, in case you're not subscribed to her, show her some love, okay? Also, a notion that is excellent from XRP drops. Ripple is a part of the ISO Bill's SDG member listing and truly special factor. Ripple is a part of the ISO 20022 Bill's SEG member listing. The genuinely special aspect is that the maximum individuals are international locations except Ripple. So in case you take a look at this Bank of England, then you get the DTCC in right here, the eBay clearing, ECB, Euro clearing, ECB, Euro clear, and of course a different one's grasp card you purchase Swift in right here. Let me simply play this whole video for you here. So here's the list, and I discover it strange that Ripple is the only blockchain infrastructure organization at the listing apart from all of those exclusive international locations and banks, right? It matters something, right? It means something. Is Dogecoin on right here proper? No, proper. Like, this is why I recognition so much on XRP and Ripple is due to the fact I do assume they have been the selected ones for a totally long time. And also right here, Smoke says, sure, the United Ledger will consist of ISO 20022 compliant assets, XRP, HBAR, Algo, Quant, IOTA, a unified ledger. The grand imaginative and prescient of this says, harmonization ISO 20022, ISO TC 68, and ISO TC 307. This is to pave the way for a unified ledger. This unified ledger will serve as a ledger, as a bridge among traditional finance systems, and the bird doing then the arena of DLT. Its unified approach aligns with the broader dreams of the multitude of blockchain and DLT tasks, such as, however, no longer limited to Quant, Casper, Zinfin, Stellar, Hedera, Algorand, and IOTA. These projects are on the forefront of innovation, and by adhering to this frequent widespread, they're no longer only ensuring interoperability, however, they are advancing the venture of democratizing finance and technology. It also says by means of fostering a unified ledger that seamlessly integrates DLT with legacy structures, these requirements, these standards of committees, those requirements and committees are shaping a destiny where economic transactions are not the simplest, efficient, additionally universally applicable. So what we're speaking about right here is with those vintage legacy structures, and most of them are extraordinarily outdated, and with the development of quantum computers, right, these structures are extraordinarily vulnerable. And this is why they may be working to update all of those different policies and these distinct ISO compliance, and with a purpose to make those systems pass over to DLT, in which they are going to be a touch bit more safe from. Quantum computer systems, right? And it's the, in reality, big issue right here. There's additionally this clip here, let me play a few. The IA's annual monetary file, we explain how a brand new financial market infrastructure referred to as a unified ledger can carry the vital elements collectively. The time period unified ledger refers back to the truth that numerous types of tokens are introduced onto the same platform. We would absolutely envisage a couple of such unified ledger, each associated with a selected use case. Now, there are several elements of this sort of unified ledger. So permits go through them one by one. First, we need an economic unit of account and settlement finality. And this will most effectively be provided by using the crucial financial institution. So a unified ledger functions imperative bank virtual foreign money in tokenized shape as a core component. Alongside CBDCs, tokenized deposits offer the primary means of price for actual and economic transactions. And past cash, a unified ledger may want to feature tokenized kinds of economic and real assets, including tokenized authority securities. Yep. Or even tokenized forms of actual property inclusive of commodities or actual estate. Tokenized authority securities, what they're speaking about. There's ACT treasuries, right? Central banks, what they do to elevate cash as they go out, and that they sell treasuries, right? If you need to shop for $1 million greenbacks well worth of treasuries, they take your $1 million, after which they come up with a treasury invoice. Basically announcing that what's up in a year or years or 5 years or 6 months, regardless of the time is that you pick out. that we are going to pay you again that million greenbacks plus 2% hobby, 3% hobby, 5% hobby, 5% hobby. Usually the longer you lock up your cash, the higher the charge is, okay? And so that's what they're talking approximately. Imagine no longer simply America, right? But believe every US being able to do this. That's what makes this precise and unique. Just within the US is $35 trillion. Can you imagine what occurs if we upload all of you recognize Japan, Australia, the United Kingdom, most of our trading companions, Canada, Mexico? I suggest there may not be as a whole lot cost there because we are the largest financial economy inside the global, but all of this begins to feature up. And as that cost gets added to the ledger, that's what we are looking forward to. We're speculating on XRP being $2 or $5 or $10. I do not care approximately the hypothesis proper. I care about taking care of my family. I care approximately finding an XRP software value, an Algorand software value, an Algorand software value, an HBAR software fee, an XLM utility fee, due to the fact it is when I can, it really is after I can do what I need with my life. I imply I got a pretty desirable lifestyles. Live in Hawaii, I get to talk with you every day. I don't have very much court cases, and I were given a really precise family right here. Wife Luna, Babaluna, baby seal, doesn't get an awful lot better than that for me, guys, okay? But let me place, the statistics environment that carries these factors additionally encompasses the facts vital for triggering any contingent performance of movements. For example, within the deliver chain example we saw earlier, the ledger ought to incorporate GPS tracking statistics, making sure complete facts and transparency amongst all the interested parties in the deliver chain. In any operation related to one or extra of those factors is done inside the execution environment. As stated already, each unified ledger includes most effective the intermediaries and property required for that particular use case. For instance, a price between two people would bring together the users' banks as providers of tokenized deposits and the crucial bank as vendors of CBDCs. Now, for the unified ledger to be a sensible proposition, it has to meet the best standards of data confidentiality and cyber resilience. Data partitions ensure that records is accessible only to the respective legal parties inside their partition domain. And in the meantime, cryptographic strategies facilitate the confidential sharing of data. Cryptographic strategies, right? That's what they may be going to need, right? There's already been issues with the current Swift device proper. If you're taking a 50-year antique machine, Swift machine, and you put it in opposition to a supercomputer, who do you think goes to win proper? All of the sector's cash is in these, between those vital banks and these different banks that facilitate all of this cost being transferred and moved around the planet, okay? It most effective takes one terrible actor with a clearly proper supercomputer, with a sincerely, reflect on consideration on it, Russia, North Korea, China, those human beings, these nations all have extremely, extremely well or great, you understand, cyber packages. And they have got the manner to have these types of structures. And if in case you think we're safe, you need to think again. And that is why these systems are being upgraded. They have to be right to protect the entirety. If now not, we pass return to brimstone and fireplace, baby. We go return to chaos, and I don't suppose any folks want that.
Right.
We want, in an effort to take our XRP, live our true lives, or anything our cryptocurrency is, live our right lives and just have amusing.